Tonight on WTOP 10 Nightly News, details on a fatal car crash in Fulton.
The prices for a major New York State event may be doubling.
And information for students regarding Ozfest this Friday.
WTOP 10 Nightly News starts now.
Good evening and welcome to WTOP 10 Nightly News. I'm Matthew Rivenberg.
And I'm Reagan LePage.
17-year-old Riley Bartlett and 16-year-old Brady Niver from G. Ray Bodley High School in Fulton were in a fatal car crash yesterday night. Riley was driving her mother's 2010 Dodge Journey on Route 48 in the town of Granby when her car crossed into oncoming traffic and collided with a 2014 Chrysler Town & Country. Bartlett died before police arrived, and Niver is in critical condition.
Bartlett and Niver were high school sweethearts together since the 7th grade. They were 10 days away from their first prom together, where Bartlett planned to wear a hot pink dress. She even had a matching dress for her double doodle dog, Susie. A vigil was held at 7 p.m. today for Bartlett in the G. Ray Bodley High School gymnasium, where attendees were asked to wear pink in honor of Bartlett's favorite color.
Mayor Billy Barlow has announced the largest paving plan in the history of the city of Oswego, with over $1 million worth of city streets on the schedule to be paved this year. Construction has already begun in the Trilum Garden neighborhood. The project is expected to last approximately 5 weeks, with streets being paved on both the east and west sides of the city. Motorists in the city should plan on avoiding the streets listed on the plan in the coming days, as crews will be milling and preparing to pave.
The annual end-of-year celebration of Ozfest will return Friday, May 5th, with free daytime activities from noon to 4 p.m., ending with a concert from headliner Party Next Door. The event will include 5 food trucks, Build-A-Buddies, games, and more, ending with a performance from Party Next Door and Aux Cord Wars. Ozfest will take place on the lawn and parking lot between Marano campus and the lake.
Senior zoology student Danielle Marchal will survey damage done by invasive species and track another species introduced to contain them thanks to a grant. Marchal's project, titled Surveys of the Emerald Ash Borer and its Introduced Parasitoids, received funding from the university's Scholarly and Creative Activity Committee. Marichal's faculty mentor, Karen Syme, introduced the idea to Marichal and gave her guidance through the entire process.
SUNY Oswego's English Honor Society, intermediate photography students, and Oswego Mayor Billy Barlow are collaborating on a new project. Titled One City, One Campus, One Community, it is a photography and writing exhibit that shows the partnership between the Oswego community and university. It highlights the learning and professional experience of recent graduates at Oswego. The organizations will be presenting their project tomorrow at 5 p.m. in Oswego City Hall.
Tickets to the New York State Fair will now cost $6 instead of $3 for adults. Parking prices have also gone up to $10 per vehicle instead of $5 per vehicle. In February, Governor Hochul proposed doubling the admission and parking prices to enter the New York State Fair in her budget. State lawmakers made the proposal permanent today.
New York City's Mayor Eric Adams has announced that the New York Police Department will begin using Apple tracking technology to help fight against a spike in vehicle thefts. Police in the city are giving out free AirTags, which are small devices that can be tracked via GPS, to residents of Castle Hill, Soundview, and Parkchester. The tags will be given to Apple product owners, as the AirTags are Apple products and will likely not be compatible with Android users.
The Food Bank of Central New York has just introduced their very own pasta sauce. By partnering with Giovanni Foods of Baldwinsville, the nonprofit agency was able to create their Pantry Classics red sauce. The new venture by the organization has the goal to raise money to help the hungry in the Syracuse area. The pasta can be found in Wegmans and Tops in Syracuse. Now let's get a look at the weather with Storm Team 10 meteorologist Samantha Carlson.
Yeah, so if you were around Oswego late this afternoon as that heavy rain was passing through, you might have heard a rumble of thunder and a quick flash of lightning. That continues for much of the week before temperatures do start to finally warm up for the last weekend here for SUNY Oswego students. And even some summer-like temperatures heading into finals week for the start of it. More information when we come back after the break. Back to you guys at the desk.
Coming up later tonight, how a major economic crisis was averted with America's second largest bank failure.
And why protests in France have been reignited.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No,
right
but you've
here.
got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
What's going on?
Yeah, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30? Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa. You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow.
Wow.
Get a close up of that one.
Matthew.
Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
Welcome back. I'm Storm Team 10 meteorologist Samantha Carlson. And before we talk about the rain that's going to continue for a few more days, taking a look back in history on this day in 1997, there was torrential rain falling over central South Dakota that brought up to 4.5 inches of rain. Luckily, we're not going to see that much rain as it is just a few heavy rain showers passing through the area. But we're definitely going to see some heavy downpours throughout that. And as we take a look outside, we can see that the rain is just south of Oswego and expected to more rain showers to come and head our way for into the night and into early tomorrow morning. But right now, it's around 46 degrees and cloudy. As I said, that rain will be moving in later tonight. So make sure if you do go out, you have your umbrella, as it could be heavy at times. Looking into for tomorrow, it's going to be another rainy day and pretty much all day with temperatures starting off around 42 degrees. The rain from tonight will be ending, but more showers will be coming through for the afternoon and could be heavy at times and even could see another rumble of thunder or flash of lightning like we did today. So keep heads up on that for tomorrow. And by the night, the showers continue and will be tapering off later into the night and for your Wednesday. And taking a look at the 7-day forecast, you can see that the temperatures are relatively steady. We're not going to see that warm up I mentioned earlier until about Thursday or Friday when the sun finally decides to come back out again. And more of that summer-like temperatures for your finals week on Monday, up to 65 degrees. I cannot wait for that. I don't know about you guys, but back to you at the desk.
Former President Donald Trump was denied a mistrial for the civil battery and defamation trial. Trump was sued by writer E. Jean Carroll, who accused him of raping her in the 1990s and then defaming her after denying her claims. Cross-examination of E. Jean Carroll resumed Monday morning. Trump's lawyer had argued Judge Lewis Kaplan made, quote, pervasive, unfair, prejudicial rulings against Trump, end quote. Trump has denied any wrongdoing.
Moving on to Illinois, where gun right advocates are asking the Supreme Court to step in on assault weapon bans. They're challenging both a city ordinance passed last year in Naperville, Illinois, that bans the sale of assault rifles, and an Illinois state law enacted this year prohibiting the sale and possession of assault weapons and magazines. They say Illinois courts are ignoring last year's ruling that expanded Second Amendment rights. They have submitted an emergency application to Justice Amy Coney Barrett, who oversees emergency appeals coming from that region of the country.
A major economic crisis is prevented after a weekend of tense negotiations. J.P. Morgan Chase is buying one of the most failed Republic Bank's assets. Chris Gwynn explains how it all went down and what it means for America's banks.
First Republic Bank branches opened their doors Monday morning under new management following the collapse of the regional lender.
The First Republic failure was a more traditional bank run. That money started to flow out and flow out fast.
Federal regulators seized control of the bank and its nearly $230 billion worth of assets before J.P. Morgan stepped in as a buyer. CEO Jamie Dimon expressing confidence on an investor call Monday morning.
Hopefully this helps stabilize everything. The American banking system is extraordinarily sound.
This is the second largest bank failure in U.S. history and the third U.S. bank to fail since March.
Interest rates have gone up at the fastest pace in 40 years. The economy's slowing. We're going to see more bank failures, but the system has proven to be surprisingly resilient.
J.P. Morgan Chase was already the largest bank in the United States before the buyout. Now new concerns.
Anytime there's a consolidation of market share, prices tend to go up.
Financial analyst Greg McBride says consumers should constantly be evaluating their banking options.
We've seen with checking accounts over the course of many years, monthly fees and balance requirements have gone through the stratosphere, but yet nearly 40% of banks offer a free checking account on a standalone basis. So there are alternatives out there.
I'm Chris Wynn reporting.
After the news was released on Monday, markets were flat with shares of J.P. Morgan Chase rising about 3%. Trading was briefly halted for the First Republic, whose stock fell 43%.
Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen says that the U.S. could default on its debt as soon as June 1st if Congress doesn't act soon. In a letter to House Speaker Kevin McCarthy, Yellen said the federal government will be unable to satisfy its obligations come early June and urged Congress to raise or suspend the debt limit before then. Yellen says that past debt limit impasses have shown that waiting until the last minute can cause serious harm, including damage to business and consumer confidence, as well as increased short-term borrowing costs for taxpayers. In the wake of Yellen's comments, President Biden called all four congressional leaders, including McCarthy, to meet with him on May 9th to discuss the debt limit.
And on the occasion of May Day, people across France have taken to the streets. The video shows protesters throwing fireworks and other projectiles at the police, who fired back with tear gas as they retreat and regroup. Demonstrators are protesting changes to the pension system that raises the retirement age from 62 to 64, and the Macron government that signed this reform into law 3 weeks ago.
Thousands, including 100 Americans, have been evacuated from Sudan to Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Thousands have fled Sudan since the deadly fighting erupted in Sudan between rival military forces more than 2 weeks ago. Video shows people fleeing Sudan, people arriving in Saudi Arabia seeking refuge, and Saudi soldiers checking their documents. Thousands are still making the treacherous 830-kilometer journey from the capital Khartoum to the eastern port, hoping to board a ship to safety.
Coming up on WTOP 10, a famous musician is going to court over one of their songs.
And a long-standing policy surrounding COVID is being rolled back.
What's going on?
Yeah, we go on at like 11:30. It's like,
No.
what do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30? Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa.
Did you know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow. Get a close up of that one.
Broadcast news.
Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
Welcome back to WTOP 10 Nightly News. The policy requiring federal employees to be vaccinated will be repealed starting May 11th. The mandate became a source of controversy after the government kept it going for government workers only. But the White House says that although the mandate has saved lives, it's no longer necessary. The policy is set to expire the day the public health emergency for COVID expires.
New Twitter owner Elon Musk has recently come under fire by former Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey. When asked about the Musk acquisition, Dorsey criticized Musk's running of the site, saying Musk should have walked away from buying the site in the $44 billion sale last year. The comments come after Musk removed verification marks from any account not willing to pay a newly introduced subscription fee.
Estimates from the American Cancer Society predict diagnosis of more than 97,000 new melanomas this year. But there are ways to protect yourself. Mandy Gaither has more on how to keep your skin safe to mark an awareness campaign called Melanoma Monday.
It's one of the most common cancers in the U.S., but skin cancer is also one of the most preventable. While anyone can get melanoma, some risk factors make it more likely.
We think about age as a risk factor, skin color and hair color, so lighter skin and lighter hair, especially redheads, have an increased risk of melanoma.
Dermatologist Allison Larson with MedStar Health says other risk factors include sun exposure, whether it's short-term or long-term, especially when it leads to sunburns. Indoor tanning beds also increase risk, and so can family history and personal health history, as well as medications that suppress the immune system. The best way to lower the risk, protect your skin from the sun, whether that's through clothing or sunscreen. Larson recommends one that's at least 30 SPF or higher.
The brand, the type, honestly, it really doesn't matter as much as someone's willingness to use it and to reapply.
Larson says if possible, avoid the sun around midday when it's at its peak, and also keep an eye on your skin as early detection is critical.
And see if there's anything that looks irregular. See if there's anything that catches your eye because it has multiple colors, because it has a border that's shaped in an irregular way, maybe something larger than your other growths.
If something does stand out, Larson says that doesn't necessarily mean it's melanoma, but it's a good reason to see your doctor. For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
The average age of diagnosis for melanoma is 65. The American Cancer Society says the older a person gets, the more they're at risk for melanoma. But the organization says it's also one of the most common cancers in young adults.
The global workforce is projected to lose nearly 14 million jobs in the next 5 years thanks to artificial intelligence technology. As companies begin to implement AI technology, they will be adding millions of jobs to help with the integration. However, once the technology is implemented, millions more with jobs that can be done by the AI will be let go, ultimately leading to about 2% of current jobs being lost. The data was gathered in a WEF survey of nearly 800 companies.
British singer-songwriter Ed Sheeran is at the center of a new lawsuit in New York this week over accusations of copyright infringement. Sheeran is being accused of copying the chord progression from Marvin Gaye's Let's Get It On for his 2014 hit song Thinking Out Loud. Despite the similarities, Sheeran's team argues that progression is common among pop songs and no copyright infringement took place. Coming up in sports, Thomas Tallerino.
Thomas, can you give us a quick preview?
Thanks, guys. When we come back, we're going to take a look at some Laker games over the weekend and what team made history on the Laker turf. Find out after the break.
What's going on?
Yeah, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Matt, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa. Did you know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow. Get a closer with that one.
Broadcast news.
Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Welcome back to Major Discussions.
Welcome back to WTOP 10 News. I'm Thomas Tallerino with your Monday Night Sports Report. History was made in the lacrosse women's program Saturday as they reached their highest win total in team history of 13 with their win over SUNY Oswego in the SUNYAC quarterfinals. The Lakers won in dominant fashion with a final score of 22-9. Oswego led the whole way behind their fast-paced offense that was led by Isabella Limbo, who had 9 goals on the day. The Lakers advanced to round 2 of the SUNYAC playoffs with a matchup against the Geneseo Knights. This matchup is set for Wednesday, May 3rd at 7 p.m. in Geneseo. From the turf to the links now, the Oswego golf team ends their season with 2 straight tournament wins after they won their spring invitational this past Saturday. The Lakers combined for a total score of 315. Jake Owens and Ryan Fecko finished first and second on the day with scores of 72 and 77. The Lakers as a team had 8 golfers finish top 32 in the event. Overall in the season, Oswego had 3 top 7 finishes. Congratulations on a great year, gentlemen. Switching our clubs for some baseball bats now, the Syracuse Mets fell to the Toledo Mudhens 12-2 yesterday. Tony Nabrell got off to a rocky start for the Mets, giving up 6 runs in the first 2 innings, and the Mets couldn't keep up with the Mudhens bats as they were out-hit 13-6 on the day. On the year, though, the Mets are 14-13 after a month of games and look to get back on track this Tuesday when they start their home series against Lehigh Valley. Skating onto the ice now, the New York Rangers forced a Game 7 against the New Jersey Devils after a dominating Game 6 performance in Madison Square Garden. The series had some ups and downs from both sides, with both teams leading in the series, but tonight it comes to an end, and we will see which team is moving on to the semifinals to take on the Carolina Hurricanes. Currently, this game is tied in the second period 0-0 with no offense right now. Tune in to see whose Stanley Cup's hopes are staying alive for one more round. All right, we're going to head to MSG for some playoff basketball. We got Jimmy Butler and the Heat taking on the Knicks. We got a good old-fashioned rivalry. Jalen Brunson, Jimmy Butler, both looking to get back to the conference finals. Early on in the first, R.J. Barrett, he's going to play a little iso ball, knock that mid-range down. He had a team-high 26 points on the day. And then we see Jalen Brunson, smooth as jazz of that floater. He had a great game as well. And here we see Gabe Vincent. He's going to get the corner three. He's going to hit this one. It's going to be an and one. It's a 4-point play. Miami making a comeback. Jimmy Butler over to Vincent to Struz. He's going to tie this one up, 61-61. Alonzo Mourning's happy with that one. And then Brunson, he's going to miss this. Kevin Love, quarterback Love, he throws it to Jimmy Butler. That's an easy slam. And if it's not broke, do it again. Kevin Love gets the rebound, and he's going to send it back down to Jimmy Butler, and it's another two-hand slam. 25 points on the night for Butler. He's hyped. And now we see Kyle Lowry, the veteran, hit that little step back, gets that one to fall. Miami's leading late in the fourth. Where we see Brunson, though, the Knicks aren't giving up. He's going to hit another floater. He gets that one to fall. And now we see Kyle Lowry, it's no problem. He's going to knock this one down, and Miami's going to go up 10. Miami, they're going to win this one, 108-101. Jimmy Butler rolled the ankle, questionable for Game 2. But that right there, Miami Heat leads 1-0, and next game's Tuesday night in the Garden.
All right, Tommy, thank you. One of our very own SUNY Oswego students had a big accomplishment this week.
Freshman and WTOP producer Abby Schomburg won the Taco Bell Live Más Scholarship for the second year in a row. The scholarship is meant to help students who are using their passion to ignite change in their communities and beyond.
She has received a total of $22,000 from Taco Bell over the past 2 years for her passion for promoting kindness.
The scholarship is mainly for Taco Bell employees. However, the application is open to anyone.
Applications for next year's scholarship opens in November. You can find it on the Taco Bell Foundation's website. That's our report for tonight. Be sure to stay tuned for Question Mark and the interview show.
Thank you for watching. Have a great night, everyone.
La 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 la. Breathe. La 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 la. La 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 la. Freeze.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
And it could be your last chance to see one occur for 2 decades, as the next time one will be visible over the continental U.S.
He's May 84. Yarrow told police in the hospital that he had pressed the doorbell and waited.
They mix with oxygen and nitrogen. They become briefly
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome inside the Al Roker studio for the final ever episode of the fastest 30 minutes in all of sports talk. I'm Maddie Durant, joined by Kyle Spizak and Garrett Chan. And guys, how are we feeling tonight? It's going to be our last time sitting at this desk.
It's crazy to think about. It's a little surreal. It's a little bit bittersweet as well, but it's been an incredible 4 seasons of this show. I'm glad we've done a variety of activities and crazy shenanigans, and it's hard to believe it comes to a wrap tonight, but I'm excited. Kyle?
Yeah, you kind of stole the words right out of my mouth with bittersweet. I mean, this has been a journey for the many of us that have come onto the show. It's been quite the journey over the last 4 seasons, and definitely a memorable one to say the least, without a doubt.
Well, yeah.
That was such a depressing sigh.
No, I know. I'm just like, I hate endings. It's always so.
Yeah.
I always like to think of it as a new beginning, but that's so cliche. So we'll move on. It's a tradition on Sports Talk that we start in the world of MLB, Major League Baseball, as 1 month of regular season action is in the books. Moving to the Lone Star State, big injury news transpired this past weekend as Texas Rangers ace Jacob deGrom was removed from his start Friday night against the Yankees. The team announced on Saturday that the 34-year-old starting pitcher would be placed on the 15-day injured list with right elbow inflammation. Injuries have been a huge problem for deGrom over the past few seasons, despite still being recognized as one of the best pitchers in baseball. Garrett, what do you make of the news?
You know, Kyle, a part of me hates just hearing that, just because he is a former Met, and just in general, I hate the idea of pitchers getting injured, especially someone as talented and competitive as deGrom. But even so far, he had that rough start very early in the season, but he's really picked it up through 30 and a third innings, 2.67 ERA, a WHIP under 1, 45 strikeouts to his 4 walks. So like I said, it sucks that deGrom has never been able to stay healthy, because when he's on the mound, he's an absolute force, throwing 102 and with that 95-mile-per-hour wipeout slider. It sucks for me as a Mets fan. I hate seeing that, but I just hope deGrom, you get better.
Yeah, I mean, I'm right there with you. I mean, he's a fantastic pitcher, one of the generational pitchers of our generation. Growing up, the pitchers that you come to mind when you think of the greats growing up: Mariano Rivera, Noah Syndergaard, Jacob deGrom, Justin Verlander. Our era, those are the pitchers I think of about when I was growing up. And like you said, a great talent. Just he's had trouble his whole career with injuries, and now I think it's going to be starting to be the time where teams in the next couple of years, they're going to start looking at these injuries piling up. I mean, like you said, he's 34 years old. An elbow, when you're throwing a ball 100+ miles an hour for that many years, and you've had that many arm injuries in specific, especially the elbow. Really, with the elbow, all it takes is you tweak it one wrong way, one bad time, and that can be done for you.
You're never the same.
Yeah.
All right, well, moving on from Texas to the city of brotherly love, earlier today the Phillies announced that superstar Bryce Harper is cleared to return and is expected to be in the lineup on Tuesday when they face the Los Angeles Dodgers. Harper was originally expected to return after the All-Star break after undergoing Tommy John surgery. With the Phillies not choosing to place Harper on the 60-day injured list prior to opening day, rumors swirled about Harper making an early return solely as a designated hitter. Guys, what are your thoughts on this?
I'll let you start. You're the baseball guy. Plus, I got to fix my hair a little bit. It's a little bit.
Fellow NL East rival, you're certainly shaking in my boots. The Phillies, they acquired Trey Turner over the offseason. They made that trip all the way to World Series. They are still the defending National League champions. Harper, he's going to be in a limited capacity. The fact that he can't play on the field, I think he's a solid right fielder. He has that great arm. Unfortunately, you have Castellanos that's there. Does not have the greatest fielding attributes, but, I mean, for Harper, you really lengthen that lineup. He's a solid left-handed bat. And for me, like I said, it sucks to see him come back this early, because the Mets and the Braves have been so tightly contested. The Phillies have been okay. They're hovering around 500. But I'm telling you, these 3 teams, it's going to be a bloodbath for that division.
Yeah, I mean, it's really neck and neck in the NL East when you break it down. When you really break it down, I mean, those 3 teams, the Phillies made the World Series last year, obviously, we know that. The Braves, they won the year before. The Mets, they had one of their best seasons in decades last year.
It's been a while.
I mean, all these teams in the NL East, they are outstanding right now, and they're star-studded with talent. And Bryce Harper, you get Bryce Harper back on the Phillies, that's a huge, huge, huge player to get back on your roster. I mean, Just look him in the World Series last year or the playoffs. Dude was cranking homers to right field in Citizens Bank Park like it was absolutely nothing.
He had that big home run against San Diego.
He had the huge 3-run home run to right, I believe it was, that put him up over San Diego. So having a player like that's clutch, that's important. But like you said, with Castellanos and left, not going to have him fielding and deep drive to left, 4 runs.
Oh boy, I love that.
All right, well, for our final baseball segment, we are taking a page out of my book and talking about some fashion. The Mariners just unveiled their new City Connect uniforms. Let's take a look at those.
Ooh.
Look at Julio.
Look at that.
Yeah.
J-Rod.
All right, break it down, Garrett. We're the fashion gods out here. We got to break this down every little detail.
So you guys could see a little bit in the last few letters, and then on the cap too, they have the trident. They have that as a home run celebration. It's fitting with their name, the Mariners. I love City Connect uniforms. There's a few that I really like. Mariners are certainly up there. The White Sox. I love the South Side Chicago one. It has that kind of medieval logo look to it. But I mean, like I said, City Connect uniforms, they have been very spot on with most of them, and I think they look good for this team.
You know, I'm gonna pose you on these. I think these are kind of ugly, not gonna lie.
That's fair.
I like the trident. The trident idea is awesome, but the color scheme doesn't match Seattle, I don't think. I think Seattle, the standards like that green or like that dark like
teal.
That like dark teal like the Kraken or the Supersonics had. They rock with that. I think it looks better, but in my opinion, if we're talking about City Connects, Padres clear by miles.
That's fair. That does it for our coverage of Major League Baseball. Coming up after the break, we shift our attention to a thrilling NHL playoffs. Don't go anywhere. You are watching the fastest 30 minutes in all sports talk here on WTOP 10.
And it could be your last chance to see one occur for 2 decades, as the next time one will be visible over the continental U.S.
He's May 84. Yarrow told police in the hospital that he had pressed the doorbell and waited.
They mix with oxygen and nitrogen and briefly
What's going on?
Yeah, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa.
You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow. Get a closer with that one.
Matthew,
Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Well, welcome back to Sports Talk. I have no idea who that handsome stud you just saw on your screen was, but welcome back, everybody. It's hockey night in the United States, and oh my God, did the scriptwriters go crazy with the first round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Now, everybody, let's take a moment of silence for the Boston Bruins and their trash can fan base, because the curse remains unbroken. Marshy and the Bees, despite having the best regular season in NHL history with insane seasons from Bergeron, Ullmark, Swayman, Pasta, they couldn't cool down the flame-hot Matthew Tkachuk. You see what I did there? Former Flames player. Chucker had 11 points, 5 goals, and 6 apples in the 7 games to help put the Panthers over top the Bruins in a 4-3 comeback overtime win last night in Game 7. Without the support of Brooks Koepka, the biggest upset in Stanley Cup history took place last night. And Garrett, what do you think of last night's game? I mean, just outstanding.
I mean, I saw the overtime goal, and I was like, first thing I thought was my bracket's busted because I had the Bruins going all the way. Of course, I said they were going to lose to the Oilers in that Stanley Cup final. But I think what was uncharacteristic, at least for the Bruins, in those final two games, games 6 and 7, is that they've largely dominated the third period all regular season. They had a plus 54 goal differential in that final period, and all of a sudden, when you face the Panthers, they coughed up 13 third period goals and letting those late leads get away. And it was the same case yesterday. That goal in the final minute, it was a shocker just because the Panthers, they've been relentless. They've been, I would say, a little scrappy when it comes to playing this team that's loaded with talent. They set an NHL record in terms of points and record. So to see them fall, it's like how the mighty have fallen.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, you got to figure, mind you, so being the best team in the NHL, they get home ice advantage no matter what. This team had the best home ice record in NHL history. In the beginning part of the season, they went near 17-1 at home. To win the Stanley Cup playoffs, you only need to win 16 games. And they went near 17-1 at home. But then they lose Game 7 of the first round of the playoffs in their own barn. To who? But the last seed team out of the East. It was that is unreal. That is something that shouldn't have. I mean, the President's Trophy curse is always a thing.
It's going to continue.
Year in, year out, it goes over. But Tkachuk and the Panthers were able to push through, and, well, the rat race between Tkachuk and good old Marchand, Tkachuk takes it on this one. But the upsets kept on coming last night as expansion teams continue to complete miracles in the first round of the playoffs. Last night, the Avalanche came along, collapsing down the mountain of Colorado and wiped out the city of Denver on their way back-to-back, and their hopes and dreams were killed. Seattle's last night had me cracking up as we watched probably the two best teams in the NHL get clipped from the first round in a Game 7. From being down 2-1 to winning Game 7, how did the Sea Monsters pull this one off, Garrett?
They, well, first shout out to the Kraken for getting that huge series win against the defending champs. And I'm going to say this because Maddie's here, but the Kraken slayed.
Oh, come on, Garrett.
That hurts. That hurts.
Oh, stop it. It's a wonderful word. It's a wonderful word.
It's not.
It is, though.
Like I said, the Kraken, I love scrappy hockey.
Yeah.
And when you have teams that, you know, you're down a little bit, you're facing the Avalanche with McKinnon and Makar. Those are two studs, and the fact that you're able to overcome those two lethal attackers, and then you just kind of keep yourself in these games. That's what you got to do, especially in the playoffs. You can't let those. You could go down early, like 2-0 in the first, but in the second, if you could claw back a little bit. I mean, the Kraken did that all series. They've done a great job of just staying in the games, and hats off to you guys.
Yeah, I mean, they never gave up. They fought through the entire time, and I mean, like you said, Garrett, I mean, that's how you end up winning in a Game 7 and taking out the reigning National Hockey League champions, mind you that. But not only that, this team, the Avalanche did have a bit of a struggle throughout the season, especially coming into the playoffs. They were missing some huge players. Landeskog was out all season long. No Nichushkin. Those are huge players for the Avalanche and were big on their Stanley Cup run last year. So definitely detrimental to them, but Drew Bauer gets his revenge.
That's true.
They dropped him off. Colorado didn't want him, and he made it work with Seattle. But there's not enough time to possibly go through all the wild matchups that went down in round 1, but we do have some casualties. We lost the Boston Bruins, the New York Islanders, Minnesota Wild, Winnipeg Jets, Los Angeles King, Colorado Avalanche, and the Tampa Bay Lightning. The Devils and Rangers series will be concluded tonight. So what do we think is going to happen tonight, and how do we feel about the matchups coming up next round, Garrett?
Kyle, you know, as a Rangers fan, it's
gross.
It's scary just because, you know, they had that huge win in Game 6 at home, but then they go to the Prudential Center and you face the Devils. The Rangers, luckily, they took the first 2 games there at the away ice. But, I mean, when you talk about a 7-game series, the fact that you could face Carolina in the next round, even though the Rangers, they got past them last year, I just don't know if this, especially with the older guys like Vladimir Tarasenko, Patrick Kane, you talk about some of the fatigue and Panarin's advantage at Kreider. Will they be able to, if they even get past the Devils, will they be able to carry that momentum on? And Shesterkin, he's been pretty solid so far. Of course, I believe it was Game 5 where he kind of just had a meltdown, but I'm hoping the Rangers pull it out tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I got to go with you right there. Shesterkin is quite literally the only reason that New York is in this series. The first 2 games, they came out. They were on fire the first 2 games. They were lighting them up. Then they disappeared. They just disappeared until that Game 6 where they ended up forcing a Game 7. Where's Artemi Panarin been all this entire playoffs? Where has Zibanejad been? Capo Caco, he's just been a complete bust for the team in general. Lafreniere has not been there. Caco is not a good. He is not worth the 2nd round pick.
It's a massive letdown.
And he's a letdown. And this whole Rangers team, I mean, you get Kane, you get Tarasenko, you got one of the best goalies in the league. You shouldn't be struggling with a very, very young and inexperienced New Jersey Devils team. Don't get me wrong, Jack Hughes, he's been playing outstanding.
Stud.
But those players, you need Kane to step up, you need Tarasenko, and Panarin. Panarin is the one they really need to step up huge. But that's all the time we have, folks. Coming up after break, Garrett and I test our knowledge on burgers through the blind taste test. Stick around after these messages.
I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. Through a nationwide network of food banks, Feeding America serves virtually every community in the United States. See how you can help your community. Visit feedingamerica.org.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
We're here for you, we're here for you. This is your channel 2. With sports and news and what to do, we're here for you. It's your TV, you're watching WTOP. Your TV, thanks for watching WTOP.
La 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 la. Free. La 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 la. La 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 la. Freeze.
Welcome back to the final block of the fastest 30 minutes in all sports talk. It is time for the blind burger taste test. This small competition, both Garrett and Kyle will each test their knowledge of burgers from 3 different locations: McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's. They're gonna first guess where they think it's from and then give it a score out of 10. You guys ready?
I mean, I like to say I'm quite the food connoisseur.
The food connoisseur?
Yeah, I like to really taste test things.
Very nice. All right, let's get blindfolded.
Let's get blindfolded. So, you know, we forget things out here. So, ties it is. Because we did not remember to actually get blindfolds, did we, Garrett?
Nope.
It's all right, though. We improvise out here.
We're resourceful.
Welcome to
Very
Sports
resourceful.
Talk, where we think of things as we go.
And I'm going to steal a quote: improvise, adapt, overcome.
I can't tie.
Yeah.
I'm bad at this.
All right. Do you need me to help you?
I'm blind, so you're directing the ship now, Maddie.
Okay, great.
You're captain now.
Wonderful. All right, I'm gonna just put them right in front of you so that your hands like touch the plate. And then you can just start whenever.
All right, Garrett, are we gonna count down?
Yeah, sure.
All right, grab burger. Pick up this head burger.
Are we picking up the same one?
Yeah, it's the same burger.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, count us down, Maddie.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh yeah, I know that one anywhere.
It's a frozen patty.
I know that anywhere.
Okay, so what are the guesses?
McDonald's.
Garrett?
Yeah, Mickey D's.
All right, give it a rating out of 10 before I tell you if you're right or not.
This is horrible. This is like a 3.
Yeah, this gets like a 4.
It's a 4?
This is not satisfactory.
Yeah. You ready to hear where it's actually from?
Yeah.
Burger King.
Ooh.
Really?
Yeah. Not McDonald's.
Wow. I'm disappointed in my taste testing abilities.
I am also disappointed in your taste testing abilities.
Whopper.
I don't know. We can keep going with that.
Next. All right. Wait a minute.
so
I gotta look at one of the plates. I don't know where this one's actually from. Oh, yep. Okay.
Burger in my mouth.
All right. There you go.
Is this a nice bun?
Yeah.
This
Still flat,
like a brioche bun.
I guess.
My tie is falling off. My blindfold.
I'm gonna fix this. Ready? We're gonna retie this. I don't know what you did. What did you do? There's like 5 ends. Can you see? Okay. Still good? Cool. We're just.
I know there's one.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, apparently we're eating it already. Okay.
Oh, we weren't welcome?
Well, no.
Okay. Yep. No.
You're good.
Yeah.
This is definitely McDonald's.
Yeah, this one's McDonald's.
All right. Score out of 10.
The aroma is a lot better. It's a lot better on the palate.
Tastes better too.
I'll
give this one a 6.
I give it a 7.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are right. This one's actually McDonald's. So.
Well, process of elimination, we know.
Yeah, I was gonna say you know what the last one is, but if you want to rate it,
we'll give it a score.
By all means.
We got to rank all 3.
And then you guys have to finish your burgers because it's bugging me that there's just a bite out of every burger.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish it.
Okay.
Same.
Lovely. All right. We ready?
Ready, Kyle?
All right. 3, 2, 1.
By far the best.
There's some onion.
That one does look the best.
This is very nice. I like it. Yeah, it's like I said, it's very aromatic. Great on the palate.
The texture is very good. It's not frozen.
It's not frozen.
You can
beef.
tell it wasn't frozen beef. The onion really just adds that extra kick.
It really does.
It adds that extra. It complements the burger itself very well. I'm getting so in depth for a Wendy's cheeseburger right now, but 7.5 is my score.
There's no cheese.
I give it.
It's not cheese.
There's no cheese.
There's no cheese.
I don't know what cheese you're tasting. Garrett, you know this. You ordered this. You were with me when we ordered.
We ordered a regular hamburger.
I've just outed myself as a fraud on live television for.
I give this one an 8.5.
Really?
8.5.
8.5. Wow.
I've always loved Wendy's.
I do love Wendy's.
Wendy's is very good.
You get a nice biggie bag. Get a double stack. Whew.
Yeah. Is that all?
Yeah, that's it. You can take your blindfolds off now.
Yeah.
I think so. Burger King is not the king, is what we're saying.
Burger King
is not king.
It's not the king.
It is poverty.
It is poverty.
Oh, it's the peasant.
Poverty king.
Burger
poverty
peasant.
prince. I like that.
Poverty
Burger
prince?
King? No. Poverty prince.
I'm actually gonna do this now. Oh my God, it's bright.
I know. I was gonna say I just took it off and like my contacts are all out of focus
Oh,
now.
dear.
I can't see
You can't
anything.
see
I'm just like,
at all.
okay, there's kind of things everywhere. There's something like that.
Little
Yeah.
blobs, little mini blobs.
All right. But yeah, I mean, now that we've got that out of the way, I mean, for us, this is the final ride for all, the 3 of us.
I can't tell if I'm crying or if I'm just waiting for my contacts to refocus and it's like in between. I'm not crying.
It's the onions.
I mean,
they actually smell quite bad.
It's been, like I said, it's been 4 amazing 4 seasons for me coming up here, just pitching just a show, fall 21 to Mr. Chris Brewster himself.
Chris Brewster, the GOAT. For
the
real.
GOAT. Like I said, it's been an honor to have been here at this desk in front of you guys doing what we do. There's been a lot of great moments I think about, all the way back to the first woo-wee.
Oh my God.
Where I peaked the mic, and then I lost track of what I was going to say. Then we had the smoothie.
We did have the smoothie.
Where it's been sitting around for 8 hours.
The relish.
The relish killed me. Then Spider-Man. Everyone loves Spider-Man.
Spider-Man was peak.
Spider-Man was. I loved that finale.
That was a great show.
And then season 2, we took things to the next level with the rivalry with Laker Connections, which I thought was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Just the fact that, it was a great experience for all of us just because we saw the unity of the studio. We saw how everyone came to this game where, it was 2 sports OPs duking it out. And we have all the respect for Brian, Aaron, and Jake and all those seniors back then. And then, like I said, it's been a great ride. We've continued to do all this amazing shenanigans, shaving cream.
Oh, shaving cream was our. If you're an OG sports talk fan and you really stuck around the ride with us, you know just how much of a role shaving cream and slapping played in the 4 seasons that we did.
So let's not get into much detail about that.
No, I mean shaving cream though. I mean, few shaving creams up the nose.
You got it real bad.
I got it real bad. I got it straight up the nostril a few times. I mean, but at the end of the day, I mean, those are things we just look back on it and inspirational, man. It was so inspirational. It really was.
And then we had the Great Pumpkin thing. I had a blast just doing some stuff outside the studio. And we had the pie baking competition, which I had a lot of fun doing just because we were doing something so different.
Oh, yeah.
We were doing something completely unprecedented, at least for us. Like I said, it's a little bit bittersweet. It's been an honor to be here, and I'm glad I had this moment with you guys.
Yeah, me too. This would have been the perfect time for us to if we thought this in advance, to pull a highlight tape of Sports Talk best moments to roll it out for the last 5 minutes. But
keep an eye on the socials.
Clearly, we didn't think that far in advance. But Garrett's got us right there. Keep an eye out on the socials. We'll have something in the work. Feeling like Jimmy Buckets, he just knocked out Milwaukee, got the ninja headband on. But now we're reminiscing.
Maddie, you have any thoughts? I mean, you came on last season, and
Yeah, I don't know. It's just been a ride, but in a good way.
Yeah.
In a good way. I think it's just thank you guys for having me on. It's been a lot of fun. It's always entertaining, which I think is good.
And there's someone I want to step out here, Mr. Brooks.
Yes, our AP.
Mr. Brooks, our AP. He's been with us since season 1. One of our OG members here. Regular guest on Kicking It With Kyle and on Sports Talk in general. And Mr. Brooks, just a pleasure. The last 2 years having you by our side.
Sit down. Of course. At the head of the table.
Whether it was directing us or you can stay.
I'll stay here. I'll stay here. But
whether it was directing us, being in our ear this season, regardless, no matter what, you were always there with us, and you're one of the few that stuck with us all the whole 2 years, and that means the world to us. So.
Yeah, no, I really appreciate you both, and Maddie as well.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
you guys you guys have been great for this past 4 seasons. I mean, coming in as a sophomore, coming in doing floor managing for you guys. I didn't really know what the show is about, but then when I got to do it, and then I was like, I want to do directing because I knew I was really good friends with you guys, and just making those connections, I wouldn't trade that for a world. So
absolutely,
thank you guys. I really appreciate it.
We appreciate all the time you put into here. And although he is not here on camera tonight, I am unaware of his whereabouts at the moment. But a huge thank you to Jacob Bradley as well. Jacob Bradley, one of the most talented content creators I have ever met, and just a really all-around standout human being. Just kind of, we had a few times where throughout the course of the show we didn't really know what to do, and Jacob kept us planted multiple times, kept us on track, let us know where we're going, and
sat right here at the head of the table.
The head of the table, Professor Bradley, his Laker connections evaluation. I mean, just iconic moments. His prediction of the downfall of Laker connections. It's just really just a great 2 years and memories that will last me a lifetime without a doubt.
Absolutely. You hit the nail on the hammer? Or the hammer on the nail?
Hit the nail on the head.
Hit the nail on the head.
Hit the nail on the head. Hit the hammer on the nail. Yes.
Another iconic moment. But like I said, Jacob, thank you. He asked me to be on the show, and I was like, of course, because like I said, he made the show what it is, and he brought that level of energy, enthusiasm, positive vibes that I think is irreplaceable as we head toward these final moments here. Does anyone want to come out here just to share their favorite moments from Sports Talk /? Anyone in the back there? Don't be shy.
We're gonna sit here and act like we have friends that are gonna come out here and tell
coming
us.
up on a minute here, folks.
We have a minute left in
Who
Sports
wants to
Talk
make this
history.
last minute count?
Who wants to make it
Joyce,
count?
Jasmine, you guys want to say anything?
Come on, why not?
Yeah. All right, Joycer, get out
There we
here.
go. Someone who's not shy.
Joycer's coming
Love it.
out.
Love
we
it.
got Joycer.
Alright, sweet. No, this is my first semester on the show. It was cool. I've been watching from afar. You guys did a great job. You mentioned the Great Pumpkin. That was a great content thing you guys did. The basketball game, that was the talk of TOP last year. That was a big thing. So, no, just a great show. Glad you guys, had a lot of fun with it. I definitely had fun watching you guys do it. So, just congratulations on what you guys did and what you achieved.
All right. Thank you so much, Joyce.
There you go.
As we have 20 seconds left in our history of sports talk, I just want to give out one last big thank you to everybody, and especially to Garrett and Chris Brewster for getting me in contact with Garrett, and Garrett allowing me to join his great product.
We thank you all for watching 4 seasons of Sports Talk in the Bush. For Kyle, Maddie, and our entire crew, this is Garrett saying so long, and...
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome live inside the Al Roker studio for the fastest 30 minutes in all of entertainment, ? I'm Maddie Durant, joined by Kyle Spizak and Garrett Chan, and we got a great show for you today. But before we get started, how we feeling tonight, guys? How we doing?
I mean, it's a sports miracle here.
That's right.
I mean, we're here, we're talking about sports. You quite literally cannot get better than that. I mean, baseball's in full swing. Playoffs are coming up on 2 huge sports. Garrett, I'm going to stop talking about what I'm excited about sports. How about you? What have you been looking at?
I mean, this is an optimal time for all of us, you know. The vibes are immaculate, as I always say.
Pristine.
We're all being inspirational right now, so let's get this show right on the road.
Alrighty, I guess then without further ado, let's go back to our roots. We're going to talk about some sports, as we mentioned. We're going to start in the world of Major League Baseball, which I know Garrett's favorite. Mine too, actually. I'm kind of turned into a baseball fan here, but we're about 3 weeks into the 2023 regular season, so there have already been an abundance of interesting surprises and storylines that have really captivated the eyes of baseball fans. Despite losing 2 in a row against the Toronto Blue Jays this past weekend, the Tampa Bay Rays were unstoppable in their first 13 games and matched the longest season opening winning streak in the modern era. Well, it's too early to look at standings. The Rays currently sit in first place with a league best record of 14-2. Guys, what's been the biggest reason for the Rays' early success?
You know, Garrett, given you've been waiting for baseball for so long, I'll let you start off on it.
Your thoughts. I mean, the Rays are that type of team that you have these collection of players are not big names. They're not typical superstars, but they know how to get it done. They have a lot of great pitching. Pitching has been the forefront of this Tampa Bay Rays organization. They find ways to make talent, whether they don't know who they are or these no-names, and you build them up through the system and you improve. You have good pitching, it takes you far in the offense. I mean, Randy Arozarena was an absolute stud in the World Baseball Classic. He's carried it within the first 3 weeks of the regular season, and I've been really impressed with the offense as well. Even though they face like some really bad teams like the Athletics and the Nationals, they're a really solid team, and I think they are a force in the AL East.
Yeah, and that's where I kind of agree with you, is they're always good. They're always that one team. They never have superstars year after year. I mean, when they made it to the World Series a few years back, they never have a star-studded roster, but they managed to find a way to get there. I mean, Wander Franco, 318 average so far into the season. Loa's 5 home runs, Rosarena, 17 RBIs. And you talking on that pitching you were talking about, Jeffrey Springs has a 5.56 ERA.
He's very impressive.
26 strikeouts for McClanahan. And the team as a whole, if we take a look at the teams, 114 runs, first in the league. Second highest average, second highest on-base percentage, highest slugging, highest ERA.
Lowest ERA.
Well, yeah, lowest ERA, sorry.
Yeah.
But no, they've been playing outstanding. But is it because they have been playing teams like the Tigers, Nationals, A's, Boston?
They're very lackluster.
That could be a huge reason why they were able to shred on that run.
Absolutely.
Right, and we're going to move a little bit north from Tampa Bay to the Big Apple, where both the Mets and the Yankees sit second in their respective divisions with a record of 10-6. After getting swept in Milwaukee, the Mets bounced back in their first homestand, sweeping the Miami Marlins and taking 2 out of 3 from the San Diego Padres. This past weekend, the Mets swept the Oakland Athletics and continue their West Coast trip facing the Los Angeles Dodgers and the San Francisco Giants. As for the Bronx Bombers, they have been handling their business against American League opponents such as the Baltimore Orioles, Cleveland Guardians, and the Minnesota Twins. Guys, both teams have had their early ups and downs, but which team edged the edge so far?
And I made this one for you, Garrett. Take over. What is that? Is that the big brother beating up on the little brother again? Just like the Yankees always beat up on the Mets, the better team in New York.
That's okay. I did not know that. I did not see this at first, so this is an absolute surprise to me. I'm just gonna say this: the Mets have had their history of, I always say the great thing about being a Mets fan is that it really develops you as a human being. From May to September, you go through the ups and downs, and it's like pain. But at the same time, when you have those expectations and they exceed them, and I hope they win the World Series because I will be jubilant. But like I said, when it comes down to the Mets and Yankees, they're both very talented. They've had their
they're both the
issues.
same. They're both 10-6 right now. So
That's true.
They're pretty equal teams.
They've had their share of like really good opponents. Like I said, the Mets. As Matty said, the Mets face the Brewers, and their Brewers. I think they're a young, star-studded team. Like I said, they're facing the Flags. The Dodgers and the Giants are going to be a real test because I really think they're really good contenders in that loaded NL West because they took 2 out of 3 from the Padres. They were really good.
Yeah, and then something that I want to point out is Alonso actually does have more home runs than Judge so far to start the season. Alonso does, but if we take a look, Garrett Cole has been the story for the Yankees.
Without a doubt.
.95 ERA, 4 wins, 32 strikeouts throughout those 4 wins. He had a 9-pitch outing. He had 9-inning outing a few days ago. Yesterday. Yeah. Dude is unreal. He's just out there whipping it. He has had multiple 10-plus strikeout games. He's just the elite pitcher in the American League right now, I think. The offense, losing Stanton's a big loss because he is leading them in RBIs, but if you can give Volpe a bit of time. He's still young. He's still developing. You got Cabrera, and you get these young players coming up.
That's right.
They're going to be really good in a couple of years. They're going to be really good.
We'll see.
Right, and speaking of looking forward, even though it's early, it never hurts to look forward to October baseball and predict who is going to be in this year's Fall Classic. Garrett, who do you think is going to be in the World Series?
I'm ready to shock the world.
Do it.
The National League favorite, I believe, is the San Diego Padres. American League favorite, Toronto Blue Jays.
Ooh.
And I say that because these two teams have stacked offenses. When you talk about the Padres, they have Juan Soto, who is going to be a free agent, I believe, at the end of the year, but he is a dynamic talent. You have Manny Machado, who's raked every season. You have, I'm blanking on the name right now, Nelson Cruz, Boomstick. He's had a really good, solid start to this
Can't forget
season.
about Roy Boy.
Yes. Well, Tatis, he's going to be on his way up. He'll join the team, and I'll lengthen that lineup even more. As for the pitching, they have Musgrove, they have Snell, they have Darvish. That's a solid 3.
That is.
In a best-of-5 or a best-of-7 series, give me that. For the Blue Jays, they have a lot of good offensive juggernauts. Bo Bichette, Vlad Guerrero, George Springer. These guys taste playoffs. They know how to compete under pressure. I'm a little questionable about the pitching just because I know former Met Chris Bassett has not had the best start. But like I said, the Blue Jays, they have a well-rounded team. That's why I think they're the AL favorites.
See, I agree with you when it comes to National League. I really think San Diego probably does have the best roster in all of baseball, in my opinion. I mean, like you just said, you got Juan Soto, you got Machado. He's been absolutely fantastic from the last couple of years. And then you're going to have Tatis coming back up. Out of the AL, as much as it pains me to say, because I hate them more than any franchise,
I know where it's going.
I think the Astros are going to I think the Astros run it back, and that'll be one heck of a dogfight. But we'll have to see.
All right, well, thanks, guys, for your thoughts. That does it for our coverage of Major League Baseball today. Coming up after the break, we are going to talk NBA and NHL playoffs, so don't go anywhere. You're watching the fastest 30 minutes in all of entertainment, ?
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No, but you've got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
Jill
Should
told
we
me it
tell
was
him?
Kitty from Glee. Yeah, what is it?
Al Roker. Hello and welcome back to the iconic question mark. Our focus is going to shift from baseball to playoff season in both the NBA and NHL. For more on the NBA playoffs, I'm going to swing it over to Garrett.
Thanks, Maddie. The play-in round of the NBA playoffs is complete, and first round action of the playoffs is already underway. The Golden State Warriors, who are the defending NBA champs, are currently the 6th seed in the Western Conference as they look to defend their crown in what is already a loaded playoff bracket. Taking a deeper look at the playoff format, the Bucks sit as the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference as they face the Miami Heat in a best-of-7 series. Questions do surround Giannis Antetokounmpo's health for Game 2 after he hurt his back in Game 1 in their 130-117 loss. Kyle, do you think the Bucks will represent the Eastern Conference, or do you think there will be another team that will sneak their way in?
I mean, don't get me wrong. The Bucks are amazing. Giannis, dominant, and then Middleton, great complement player as well. I just think there's too much talent in the East right now. I think Philly is to Jacob Bradley Sixers. I mean, I think that the Sixers are probably the best team in the East this year, in all honesty. Joel Embiid's having an MVP season. James Harden, he's one of the greatest scorers there is, whether it's creating an opportunity for himself where he can lay it in, or you've seen how many ankles he's taken throughout his career, literally dropping people across the court, staring them down, hitting a 3 in their face. His assist making is very good too. I just think that Philly is probably the best, and I think that the Heat's going to give him a run because Jimmy Buckets is a dog.
Jimmy Buckets can play. One can only hope. I'd say the Knicks. Jalen Brunson has been.
We can hope, but it's not going to happen.
We can hope. I have my fingers crossed. Jalen Brunson, I think, has been a huge revelation, not just to the Knicks, but the whole NBA as a whole. They give him, Knicks give him this max contract, and there's a lot of questions about whether Jalen Brunson's really that superstar player that takes him over the top. And we already know what Julius Randle can contribute. Emmanuel Quickley, I believe, is the 6-man favorite because he's been absolutely balling out. And then you have a lot of other young talent as well. I feel like the Knicks, the thing with the playoffs is that if you get hot at the right time, you can go really far. And like I said, injuries play a big role in these playoffs, so the Knicks can actually be a huge threat.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a chance.
But as we move from the Eastern Conference, we take a look at the Western Conference. We have several favorites in the Western Conference. We have John Morant and the young core of the Grizzlies, who've been really impressive to watch over this course of their regular season. We have the Nuggets, who are led by MVP favorite Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray. And I must say, Nikola Jokic has been absolutely balling out. I do believe he is another MVP candidate. He might win another award back-to-back years, I believe. And you always have to think about the Suns, who made the NBA Finals a couple years ago. But they are certainly a threat in that Western Conference with the mid-season acquisition of Kevin Durant. So I feel like with those Western Conference teams, Kyle, do you feel like those 3 teams are solid to choose from, or are there more to look at?
If the Martians have a death beam pointed at Earth, the lasers pointed at Earth, and there's only one team that can stop it, I'm going with the Clippers. Wow. Yeah. I'm pulling a big one out of my pocket here. I think they're going to be the sneaky team.
Maddie's
I think they're going to be a sneaky team. Listen, the Suns ain't winning it. The Suns ain't winning that series. The Clippers are going to win the Suns series in general. I think that they win that. They get it rolling. Lakers, it really ain't nothing. They're kind of trash, I'm not going to lie. The Warriors,
they're older.
They're getting there. I mean, they lost to the Kings. De'Aaron Fox
beam.
He was just sprinting Steph down all game. So
That's true.
I don't know. I want the upset. I want the Clippers.
I mean, that's like I said, we have NBA playoffs, but that's not the only playoffs that's going on. We got the NHL, and I got to throw it over to my man Kyle.
Yeah, it's that time of year again where the ice starts to melt, so the Stanley Cup playoffs are underway. But that's not without some drama for the last few wildcard spots in the East and West. But guys, let's take a look at our brackets. We don't actually have the picture of our brackets, so we're going to use hockey footage instead. But hockey is a game where a weird bounce can change a team's season. Who do you think is going to be the underdog of this, Garrett?
The underdog? How about the Rangers?
The Rangers?
I read somewhere that they have the lowest odds to win the Stanley Cup final. And I don't know if that was incorrect or if that's just a wrong source, but if that's the case, if that holds true, I truly believe that the Rangers, they have Patrick Kane, they had Tarasenko mid-season acquisition. I don't think they're considered the underdogs just because they're slower with talent. But I mean, I look at this bracket. Maybe the Carolina Hurricanes. Do they count?
I mean, the thing about the Canes is the Canes are always a solid team. I think they're always a solid top 4 team, especially out of the East. Maybe even a top 2 team out of the East on a yearly basis. My concern about the Canes is they lost Andrei Svechnikov.
That's right.
They lost Svechnikov, who was one of their leading scorers throughout the season. Lose him about a month or 2 ago. He's out for the season. That's a huge loss for them. But my personal underdog, Turgeon's going to like this one. I feel like the Leafs have a chance to pull it off.
Leafs?
I know they're not going to. I'm not saying they're going to. I think they have the chance to. They have Marner is insane. Matthews, unreal. Their entire team is just stacked. They're one of the best on paper teams, but they can never seem to put it together at the end of the year. I feel like this is the year they don't choke a Game 7. I think they get past Tampa and they have a chance to at least make a deep run.
That's impressive. But I would like to just say very quickly that we do want to talk about final matchup predictions.
Oh, yeah, we probably should talk about the
I think it's
matchup.
going to be Edmonton and the Bruins. The Bruins are obviously the best team. They set
McDavid and the Bruins?
I'm telling you. This
Okay.
I really want that to happen because you have McDavid and Draisaitl.
That is
too good.
All right. I like that. I'm going to say it's probably going to be the Bruins and probably the Avs, but I'm going with the Bruins. They're too good of a team this year. Swayman's too good. But that's all the time we got for now. We're going to take a break, and when we get back, somebody's learning how to drive? What? We'll be right back.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Shine on that boy.
Look at the bling. Do we got a diamond tester on?
Yeah, that's getting bad. Yep.
10 out of 10 recommend on Yelp.
We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Hey, why does my face look like that? I'm playing with these new face filters. Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine. I'm gonna need that back. No. Kevin.
Welcome back at the second time. I'm just gonna say that every time.
New phone.
Okay. I don't know how secure this is though.
It's fine.
Okay, we'll find out.
Or yours?
This is for sports.
Sports talk?
part.
Okay, I didn't know.
No,
Here we go.
so, okay, do you know what gas and brake is?
Yes.
Okay.
Right on the gas, left on the brake. No, same foot.
No, oh my god. Okay, you use one foot to drive. This is not a standard.
Double pedal. Yeah!
Oh my god.
Let's
Hit them
go.
both at the same time.
And go all the way back like that. And then
Okay.
like this. You can stop.
I mean, that would be pretty cool if
Yeah.
you got the clock, though.
You're good. You're doing okay.
I did it. All right, to the athletic complex.
No.
Yay.
We're gonna turn left here. So take your car out of park. There you go. And now you put your foot on the gas a little bit, just a little bit, and then start turning left. And then you're gonna do hand over hand. It's okay. You're okay.
You're okay.
You're okay.
You want to turn the
Mike,
car to the left.
it's scarier too because it's loud. I apologize.
Yeah.
Okay, you're okay.
You got this.
And now you're gonna straighten back out.
Sure, you don't want to do the line in the parking lot. Just a little. It might be.
So.
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't think Dad will object to a parking lot as long as you don't hit the telephone pole.
Or this
We're
truck.
gonna go slow down a little bit. We're gonna turn left when we hit up here, okay?
Yeah.
And we're just gonna go in circles.
Yeah. Like me, trying to loosen my caliper.
So even though you can turn left right here, because we're just gonna go in a circle. It's okay. It's okay.
That's okay. You're doing great.
You're just doing a sharp turn.
And
It's
then
fine.
if you feel like you're too close, you can put it in reverse.
We're okay. Yeah. See, look at that.
3 points.
And then you're gonna turn this
the other way. Yep. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm literally
All right, now. I'd rather him just learn than. I mean, you have to backseat drive. He's
I mean,
not-
that's a
he's
good
never
point.
driven a
That's a
car
good
before.
All right, that's good enough. So then you open it back and drive. And you gotta straighten your wheel out. That's okay. You're okay.
There you go.
Yeah, just get comfortable with the vehicle and then we'll worry about lines.
Your wheel makes the same sound as mine.
She's chugging along.
Very confident. I'm really glad we did
You're doing good. You're picking it up. You'll turn left here. Start your turn. So you're starting your turns too late.
Okay.
So when you go to make a turn, you want to slow down the vehicle a little bit, but you don't want to stop.
Okay.
And then you can kind of turn as you're braking, and then you accelerate once you hit that curve. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it. All right.
Imagine we just stopped. We're back again. What is this time for? Maybe?
Take 4.
Say hello.
Okay.
Hello.
We're all still in the car. We're all still alive.
So you can try it up here.
It's going
So
really
far.
well. So far. Yeah,
Okay.
true.
Slow down
It's
a little
no
bit,
big
and then
cushion our
start
fall.
Not quite. It's okay.
Oh!
It's okay. So we can do it again up here because it's 2 turns.
Yeah.
So now you're turning your wheel,
Oh, I
and
think
you
this
can
is upside
accelerate
down.
here.
What am I doing?
Like that. A little less.
Wait, why am I like that?
Okay, yeah, so that's another thing.
All right, we have to teach him how to turn signal.
Yeah, we'll teach him all that.
That's a
We
later
gotta teach him
issue.
how to turn first.
Later issue.
He's okay. He's doing better than what I've seen before. It's okay.
That's true. I was telling Mel how I did a burnout the first time I tried to learn stick, and the mark was there for 2 weeks. I was very
Now,
proud of it.
slow your car down, start your turn. You don't stop
going.
the vehicle though, and then there you go, just like that.
Yep.
It's a little sharp. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
You already drive like someone who's from New York City. Perfect.
Oh, great.
Put that next to me.
All right, Chan, man.
What's up?
All the phones. All the phones.
All the cameras are on.
Hello, Melinda.
Hey, this isn't my phone because it's out of storage. So
Yeah, mine too. I don't know why it's filming right now.
Mine's rocking.
Look at you.
A little bit of a fuzzy lens, but that's okay.
That's so good. What kind do you have?
I don't know.
So are you here, or you want me to keep going?
keep going. Because you were.
Oh.
Yep, mine's done. Storage is full.
We're gonna go back up to the big car and try that again. So initially you started really close to that red line. So just come out a little bit. And it's gonna be tough because there's no like door handle to go off of. But so yeah, so when you parallel park, you look on your vehicle's handle.
I always do the windows.
If you're on a truck, it changes. So you have to look at like the start of that truck.
What's your drop?
The phone.
Oh. Melinda's gonna be the car.
Melinda's the car.
You're now Garrett's phone.
Great.
That's not gonna be
Wait,
useful,
should I
but
come
I'm
up
so
in the
sorry.
front? I'm not coming up. Hang on.
I'll take bits and pieces of it.
Wait a minute. Sorry. Alright, I'm so sorry. Really?
Okay, straighten out though. So this is our fake car. Okay, yeah, that's good. All right, so pull up though because I want you to go through the motions of coming back and then over, okay? All right, good. So now we're gonna restart and go through the motions. So you're gonna go back. The front of the car is gonna be about to here, where I'm standing, and then you're gonna start your moves again. So then start your second move. He's gonna end up being sideways. He's gonna end up being sideways. Oh. Just trust me, just reverse a little bit.
Sideways? What do you mean?
So when you crank,
and then you're gonna want to pull forward and straighten out.
Pause. Pause.
Pause. All right. So this wasn't as good as your other attempts.
Too wide.
Yeah, you're too wide. So you should have reversed more instead of. I guess that's my fault because I was giving you directions, but you needed to reverse a little bit more so that you were more in the spot, because otherwise you're off to the side here.
Yeah.
Because if this was on-street parking, you'd have to restart your move.
Yeah, that's right. So I'll restart my move then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that way.
Okay, boom.
Made it to McDonald's.
I know Garrett drove all the way here by himself.
Yes.
So impressive.
So proud.
So impressive. Fabulous.
And Mel got back in the car and
Yeah. I took a naughty seat.
Yep. I turned the heat on, by the way.
Okay.
Which I'm sure you've noticed. Yeah.
My seats are heated, so.
Oh wait, don't
Little
let me
luxury.
credit card.
All right, so you're gonna reverse the car. And you're gonna turn the wheel to the right because you want it behind
the Shammer's back.
There's nobody coming, so you're fine.
Should be good.
Should we pull out? And roll down your window now, so you don't have to do it when you get up there.
Roll my window down. Okay, that's this one, right?
There you go. Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
That's super.
Just so you're ready, because it's. I don't know about you guys, but I get nervous at the window. I don't know why.
Do you?
Just a little bit.
Social anxiety be like.
All right.
Nice. Now you just gotta pull up next to the speaker without hitting the curb.
Yep, you're doing really well.
You're good right there.
You're good.
Nice.
You're gonna come around this.
Being careful not to hit things.
Yes. Yeah, you're gonna be okay.
Now you want to get kind of close to that window.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's not the window. Never mind. Keep going.
You're
See that
fine.
overhang? Get under the overhang.
Oh.
Careful though. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh my god.
You're doing great.
Go
It's
slow.
okay.
Go slow. If you
Yeah,
get a
it's
little
very
potato
slow.
chip, I would prefer not to, but she's silver. We can buff it out. It's okay.
This is your.
That's alright.
All right, here.
Right here. So you're just.
We go back into that same parking lot that we were in.
Yes. Keep going left. See that arrow?
Yeah.
Oh, don't go into the curb.
It's okay.
I'm gonna go in this middle one.
Yeah. Perfect.
It's fine. Just go for it.
You can just go for it, but if you want to practice parking, stop. Put it in reverse, and you can straighten back out.
Heads up, there's a person behind you.
Oh yeah. Just wait. Yep.
Oh my god, it's horrible.
It's not that bad.
You're fine.
Actually worse.
Mirrors.
Yep.
Mirrors. Mirrors.
Assume dad position. Sorry. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
And your burger, okay?
No, it's okay. Everything's good.
Okay. And then I destroyed Jacob's cheeseburger.
Oh, you had a cheeseburger?
I did, yeah.
Wow, I really don't pay attention. Oh my god.
All right, you're good there. Park the car.
That's good. Put it in park. There we go. Way to go.
Yay. 2 close calls
Did it.
today.
Yeah, so that's exactly what happened. That happened a couple weeks ago. Big shout out to our VP operator Mel for letting me drive her car. That was a lot of fun. You know, certainly the nerves
It was a little
were
stressful in the
there.
back seat,
Sure.
if I may add.
A little bit stressful.
If I may add.
That's fair.
But
That's
you
fair.
know, for a first time, I thought you did pretty well, to
Thank
be
you.
honest.
I'm gonna live on that for a while.
You gotta go with it. I mean,
Yeah.
Listen, it's your first time hopping in a car. You didn't crash it. Nobody hit you. And you're alive.
Yeah.
That's a solid win.
And that does it for
Solid win.
this episode of Question Mark. See you guys in a couple of weeks for our season finale.
Hello, and welcome to the interview show. I'm Jared Wakefield, Matt J. Bly, Charlie.
Yeah, I think we've done this too many times. I don't think we can. We should just go on, really.
Yeah, show's got to go on. We'll see it in his paycheck. Yeah. How are we today, Matt?
Good. You know, if we're gonna do this,
yeah.
I always I like the seat.
Yeah, it's very comfy. It's got to be more comfy than
standing.
Yeah.
Standing. You know.
Yeah,
it's a tough job, but someone's got to do it.
Yeah. I just can't do it. I don't know where he is. I don't know what his.
I've never really.
I don't know what his
he
deal is.
I mean, we can check later.
Yeah, we'll check later. But hey, looks like WTOP is doing really well.
It is. 7 new awards.
This is my favorite.
That's not normal. I mean,
don't we bond virtually everything?
There you go.
Exactly.
That's the magic of WTOP.
We bond virtually
But yeah, look at all these. 3rd place. I don't even remember what we competed in, really.
What did we compete in that involved angry goat pepper?
Sean Evans was here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the guy from the Today Show.
Yeah, I smoked that guy. He had.
You what?
Like we were eating wings together, and like he just never saw it coming. I don't know. Like he was just eating them. He was like sweating, but I wasn't. So.
Oh, goodness gracious. That's
so
incredible.
How was your day?
That's outrageous.
How was your day?
Oh, it was good. I mean, it's been a pretty good day. I mean, all of these awards make me feel really good and really great. Yeah, so it's been quite the entertainment.
I'm really bored.
Yeah, I'm tired as well. It's tired. It's boring. You know, we've got a whole lot of stuff going on. All of these awards that we won. All of these awards that we won. It's just
Oh my God, not again.
Guten Tag, hello.
I know I paid the electric bill this time.
Did you pay? Did you?
Yeah.
There's a little light. We got emergency lights. At least you paid for those. Thank God.
Who are those guys?
Ignore it. Let's keep talking.
Let's keep going.
If we keep talking, they'll go away.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make some coffee here.
I love coffee. I'm just kidding.
How do you feel about Red Bull?
Red Bull. I was always a Monster kind of guy.
Really?
Yeah. You know.
Monster over Red Bull?
I consider myself more of a Monster.
What's like your top 3?
The black can, the red can, the blue can.
Okay. The green Red Bull can's really good. The dragon fruit?
Oh, I was talking about Monster.
Oh, the green Red Bull can, it's dragon fruit. It's really good.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I like NOS Energy, though. Like that's the heart attack stuff right there.
Those guys aren't going away, are they?
They're getting close, but ignore it. Hey, it's all in the mind. It's all up here.
I don't know if we can keep ignoring them.
We gotta. Just look at this direction. They're really close. They're really close. Oh, goodness.
Hey.
Jill told me it was Kitty from Glee. Yeah, what is it?
It's Al Roker.
We're here for you, we're here for you. This is your channel too. With sports and news and what to do, we're here for you. It's your TV, you're watching WTOP. your TV, your TV. Thanks for watching WTOP.
What's going on?
Yeah, dude. We go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30.
Matt, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30? Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa. You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow.
Wow.
Get a close up of that one.
Matthew,
Broadcast news.
look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
So guys, there's like a dress-up party or something today. I don't really know.
I think it's like the Met Gala or something. They were all wearing prom dresses, I think.
Yeah, no, I think my dad went. I really Yeah, my dad. Yeah, let me show you a picture. Yeah, he was really excited to go. He was wearing all red today. Yeah. Yeah, that is my dad. I don't know if we can get a close up, but
Hello?
yeah, he was very Who are you?
This is the interview show, right?
I don't know. Is it?
I don't know. Who are you?
Jared, Matt,
Yep.
and Charlie, right?
Yeah.
But
Who are you? What's your name?
I think it is.
Mm.
But
You look like a George.
but
Yeah, you're not.
you're not.
You're definitely George.
What
I'm Jared.
what did you do with Jared and Charlie
And I'm Matt.
and Matt?
Don't you recognize me?
What?
I'm definitely Charlie. I don't know who you are.
I'm gonna go find him.
Good luck. Hope you find your friends, buddy.
Jared, Matt, Charlie, are you in there?
Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad.
What's he doing?
Oh my lord!
Oh my god.
Oh shoot. What do we do?
What's going on here?
What do we do?
I
I didn't know we had a
Where'd you
closet
put
back
Charlie?
there.
Where's Charlie?
You're Charlie.
I'm Charlie. Right.
Oh my goodness.
What happened?
The things
gonna
in
come
the
join you
distance,
guys
They
over
got
here.
us.
The things?
What's going on? Oh. What is going on?
What is this?
Who are you guys? Who are you?
Why are you coming on our side?
Hey, this is Jared, Charlie, and Matt.
I guess.
We're Jared, Charlie, and Matt.
Oh my god!
You know you were late again for like the third time this season.
I was
Like
asleep.
5
Sleep
episodes.
again.
You gotta wake me up.
This is coming out of your paycheck.
I can't believe this.
I know.
You know they aren't even paying rent.
Give me the mic back.
Fine.
No, don't give it back.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is what we need.
So,
I have an idea.
What's
so
going on?
what are your guys'
Hey,
names? What was happening?
Did we book an interview this week?
I don't remember.
I don't
Johnny
think.
Cash bailed, so
Oh.
Johnny Cash bailed.
he's gone.
Sure.
They're already here.
Yeah.
know?
Should we just interview them?
Yeah, let's. So they don't kill us.
Oh, true.
Right.
Yeah.
So they don't kill us.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So we made a
we have
compromise.
great news.
We're gonna take our set back, but we're gonna interview you. So you'll still get your TV time, and it's all gonna be hunky dory and great.
Are we gonna agree to this?
Now move.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
Let's
Okay.
do it. Come on,
To the
guys.
couch.
I'll move over for you.
Couch. I'm gonna move my phone. I'm gonna take my chair back. Matt, you were right. Those were things.
Yeah, it's a little
We
tight
shouldn't have
couch.
ignored
You
that.
guys
Should've
could have
listened
invested
to
a
me.
bigger couch for us.
I
A
guess.
little uncomfortable.
Okay. All right.
That's a little rude, Charlie.
Oh, you can see it behind me.
Okay. So Jared, Matt, and Charlie. Why?
Because Taylor Swift said so.
Who's that?
That makes sense. Taylor Swift did say so.
I don't know who that is.
You know
Is that
who Taylor
Fernando
Swift
Alonso's
is?
wife?
No, I don't know.
I'm
scared.
Maybe.
I don't.
I don't think not yet. Anyway.
I know Katy Perry.
Katy Perry.
Do you know Taylor Swift?
No, I
Guys, what era of Taylor Swift are you?
What era of Taylor Swift?
There's eras of Taylor Swift. Is this a planet?
Yes.
Cretaceous.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm Precambrian.
Oh.
What about you, Matt?
Trilobites.
Matt,
What?
what era of Taylor
First of all,
Swift?
how do you know my name? Second?
You told us. You told us.
Oh, true. What's the question?
What era of Taylor Swift are you?
Wait, we're interviewing you guys.
Yeah,
What national parks have you been to?
No, I think we're.
What's your favorite rock?
These are the guys that have been to Acadia.
Acadia.
Cuyahoga Valley Falls.
I feel left out over here. Hold on.
Oh no.
Hello?
Well.
Hi, Matt. So, do you like jazz?
Depends.
Like,
If I'm with bees.
with bees? Barry?
Yes.
Okay.
I've watched that show.
It's a great show.
Oh,
isn't
Full
it?
House.
Yes, I watch it through my Mind television.
Oh, I see.
I'm in it. I'm in the show.
That's the sleeping pills we gave him again.
That's my
that
paycheck,
explains
right?
a lot, doesn't
Whatever
it?
makes him think it's real.
You
It
want
is real.
you want a coffee?
Oh, yes, please.
You can eat that.
That'll wake you up. That'll wake you up.
What do we got? Oh, yeah.
That'll wake you up.
Coffee.
Anyways,
Yum.
Right.
yeah. So,
What flavor? What flavor?
raspberry.
Looks, yeah, raspberry and clear.
Raspberry Gorilla.
Clear.
Favorite.
It's not Gorilla Glue, guys. Don't say that.
What are your dreams
I
of
love gorillas.
Calypso?
Whoa.
Let's change that.
What was
do
the
you,
question again?
What are your dreams of Calypso?
What's your favorite dream?
I'm gonna save this for later.
This is a real question. What's your favorite dream you've ever had?
What's your favorite dream I've ever had?
Wait, how would we know your favorite dream?
You don't share dreams?
What's your favorite interview show?
Who's your favorite interview show character? And choose carefully.
Us, because we're on the interview show right now, so that's my favorite character.
That's smart.
Oh,
Mine would have to be Matt, Charlie, and Jared.
Have you ever heard of quantum tunneling?
Who's your favorite interview show character, Jared?
I'm sure this is a good idea.
My favorite interview show character.
I don't know. I feel like we broke it.
Yeah, pick yourself.
I feel like this is quantum tunneling.
So many people want to be on this show.
The show makes no money. And why did they?
It would have to
They think they're gonna
be
be paid or?
probably the little pink elephant that's dancing around
How is he still talking?
all the time.
That's a good one. I like that one.
You guys see it too?
Bing Bong from Inside Out.
Oh, look at that.
I don't
Yeah.
know what that
It's
is.
behind us.
Yeah.
Tony the Tiger from Kellogg's.
I love that cereal.
And it could be your last chance to see one occur for 2 decades as the
I remember that show. Didn't we have some guy on from there?
Oh.
I heard the interview
Kate.
show.
Yeah. Oh.
yeah,
No,
Kate.
it was Drake.
Oh, Drake.
The break with Scott and Drake.
The break with Scott and Drake. Right.
He is on that
I don't know
show.
who Kate is.
Scott.
Rise and Shine on Sweetheart is pretty cool.
All right.
All right,
sorry,
all right, guys.
I'm
Good wrap,
done.
everybody. That's a wrap. When we come back, we're gonna not get kidnapped. Oh my God!
What's going on here? This is a rough
break.
house. Animal House.
and it could be your last chance to see one occur for 2 decades as the next time one will be visible over the continental U.S.
He's May 84. Yarrow told police in the hospital that he had pressed the doorbell and waited.
They mix with oxygen and nitrogen and briefly
What's going on?
Yeah, dude. We go on at like 11:30. It's like.
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30? Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa. You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow.
Wow.
Get a close up of that one. Matthew,
Broadcast news.
Look at that.
can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Oh, hey, didn't see you there. Welcome back to the interview show with Jared Wakefield, Carrie Harkins, and Marty Fly. Marty, Jerome here.
Yeah.
Didn't we have, oh, yes.
Oh, here's my favorite part.
Actually, we finally saved up enough money
So,
to start our own news station.
let me ask you this. What does every what does every newscast have? I already gave away the answer.
A weather reporter.
Yeah, right. It was almost too obvious. I slipped it in my own
Yeah,
speech.
and we paid really good money for this very functional and high quality system that we have here, and we have our forecast, and who better to give our forecast than Jack Harkins?
Right, the man himself.
Yeah, exactly. We've got Charlie Harkins on the line, and he's ready to go. And
it's on the phone.
I think he's outside, and we got him on the phone. Carrie,
there he
what's it doing?
It's a wonderful day out here, and
So, Carrie, we're looking at a heat wave here. Our sources tell us that there is a heat wave. Can you elaborate?
yes, there is a heat wave. Yes, there is a heat wave going on right now. It's about 300 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, so you're gonna have to check with your local meteorologist. So. For the upcoming week, it's going to be lows of maybe 30 degrees Celsius. It's a big change, but it's still a heat wave out there, so stay safe, guys.
All right, we just got breaking news that some little cold front's coming in.
Is it the first day of winter?
There is a cold
It's the
front
first day of
coming in.
winter.
It's the first day of winter.
Yeah, May 1st.
It is the first day of winter. Happy winter, guys. It's my favorite day because my mother sat me down once. She said, Charlie, I hope you have a great first day of winter. You're gonna have so much joy. You're gonna have so much glee. You're gonna make snowmen. You're gonna put carrots in their noses because they already have noses, and you're just gonna put carrots in them. She was very weirdly specific about that, but I thought it was wonderful.
Cut it short. We only got so much airtime, kid.
My mom loved the winter too. She once threatened me to send me to Siberia and feed me to the polar bears because I didn't bring the coal into the basement to heat the house. Hey, we're getting news. Severe storms on the way.
Yes, we do have a severe storm on the way. It'll be pretty cool. If you check outside your window.
Oh,
there he is.
Oh, goodness.
Days, months.
That's what that meant.
That's a severe storm.
Yeah, those are the severe storms.
Yeah.
Straight out of Sterling, New York.
Yes. It'll be kind of cool. So check it out, please. Oh, I think it'll be cool.
Did you just hear?
I'm a big fan.
Bomb.
Can we say that on the air?
Cyclone.
Oh, cyclone. Yeah, Charlie, let's report a little bit on that right there. I know you're an expert.
The cyclone that's coming in.
Is it fatal?
Yes. The cyclone will be it'll be traveling from northwest to southeast in 3 seconds. That is record time. It's going to break the Olympic world record for fastest cyclone ever. It'll be beating previous contestants John Cyclone and Linda B. Weathersman.
Is that good or bad?
Yes.
Okay. Do I need to have my cat put sandbags around my house? Is this what we're talking about? We could lose the studio.
Yes, you should have your cat put sandbags around your house. You are in danger.
We need a longer phone cord. All right. Let's see what else you got out there.
No.
Is it raining at all today?
Oh no.
Oh no, it's the opposite.
No.
Charlie, the
it's
heat wave's
really hot.
Charlie, you need to get water right now. The heat wave's coming back. Oh no.
I think I'm fine, guys.
Well, if you're fine, then can you do a little more reporting out there?
Jeez.
We give you all this equipment, this
I
mic.
didn't want to hear smack talk from you.
I should be a little nicer to you. You did save our lives today, but that wasn't the plan in the broadcast, so for now you're just outside.
Okay.
It looks like that's a tree behind you. Are you gonna chop it down?
Yes, I will be chopping down this tree very shortly after this broadcast. I like it very much, and I want to put it in my backyard, have my dog run around it and play with it. Put a tire swing on it, maybe.
I've got
Tree
bad
house.
news. I don't know if you're going to be able to do that because we just got reports that a third bomb cyclone in the past 30 seconds is coming through Oswego.
Stay safe, stay alert, watch the news.
Should people...
That's all watch the interview show, rather.
Should people take unnecessary journeys?
They should take unnecessary journeys and unnecessary risks. If you think it'll be fun outside during the cyclone, the third cyclone that is coming through,
Final question
have
before
fun.
I hand it back to Matt here. What are
Sure.
essential activities you should be outside for?
Essential activities should be playing hopscotch with your friend, playing with a hoop and stick, maybe from some Foursquare with like a red dodgeball that hurts if you get hit in the face.
Thank you, Charlie. Oh, hey, it's the first day winner again. Crazy. This is the interview show.
Yeah. This has been the interview show.
This
and
is the interview show.
This has been interview steam storm forecast weather wall 9.
WTOP Team 9.
WTOP weather
Team
meteorology major. When we come back, Charlie News Channel.
Are we in the break? Okay.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No,
right
but you've
here.
got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
What's going on?
Yeah, dude, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Matt, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man. Whoa. You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow.
Wow.
Get a close up of that one. Matthew,
Broadcast news.
Look at that.
can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
Welcome back to Storm Team 9. I'm Jerome Wokefield, and he's Kerry Hawkins.
And I'm Marty. What up?
Marty. Is this still Storm Team 9, or is
No, we moved on to actual news.
We're
this
back?
time.
Okay. We're back to old reliable. I know we can afford the weather wall, but hey, we still got to do what pays the bills.
Oh, well, of course. That's what I'm here for, is it not?
Do you remember what that is?
Oh, man. I'm forgetting everything today. So, what is it? Charlie News Channel.
Yes.
That's what it is. We got Drake joining us today, and Ed Sheeran.
He make that hotline bling.
He does make that. Ed Sheeran does make that hotline bling.
That can only mean one thing.
Ed Sheeran, there's a picture of him that
Ever
I know.
since he left the city, man.
Oh, he's in big trouble.
Is he going
doing
to
the
court?
He's doing the perp wall.
Wow, he's going to court.
Finally arrested for all the bad music he's made.
Yeah.
Mid Sheeran.
Wow. Whoa. That's awesome. Did you just come up with that now?
No.
Oh.
We script this.
Oh.
And he's really
I didn't
walking
get the
over
script.
here.
He's hustling.
I'm walking here. If he was from Brooklyn, he'd say that.
He's walking to the Bee Gees, staying alive.
Where's he from?
New
Zealand.
New Weaseland or something.
New Weaseland?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's an epidemic of old people using computers.
I thought you were going to say an
Is
epidemic
there
of
a
old
vaccine
people.
for that?
They're working on it. It will be coming out soon.
That's bro.
Yeah. So, like that guy in the back and this guy right here, wear your mask. Be sure.
I've started watching The Golden Girls. Do I have it?
Ooh.
This is a disaster.
Oh, man.
This show's a disaster.
You know.
What about Bonanza? Is that a sign? Like old westerns? Little House on the Prairie?
That is a sign.
I need to see a doctor.
You need to see a doctor. Seek help.
I'll call TCAF.
Yes, please.
Is he a doctor?
He is now.
Oh, hey,
You ever use your debit card?
Money.
You ever use your debit card and it not works?
Yeah, that's why I have a credit card company that sent out like mercenaries to kill me.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Put a bunch of holes in my house. It's really nice in the summer.
I poke holes in my debit card. Still works.
Does that like
makes it
save
scan,
money?
That makes it scan faster. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I get a lot of discounts.
Oh yeah, because when you poke holes in it, it can't all transfer from the card. You take away like that electronic
It's
signal.
like if you rip money in half, then you have $2.
Exactly.
That's what they don't.
Exactly.
That's what they don't want you to know.
Cost $1.90, guys.
I've been doing that with pennies all the time. I wasn't trained for this.
How'd you get that? This?
Are we still Amtrak?
I recorded this myself.
Oh, huh?
Yeah. I was like, yes, trains. Even this.
Matt, did you go through his phone again?
You know how scared I was?
You know those things we gave him earlier? I think
We,
he might be
You mean my paycheck?
remembering a couple things that didn't happen, or
yeah, I think we got to get you on a new sleeping pill.
Doctor says best. Am I right?
That's right.
oh,
Not
I
a doctor.
love lawnmowers.
I love the smell of freshly mowed lawns. You know those jelly beans that they have?
How would you know that if you've never been outside?
Oh, not those.
Artificial.
Not those Jelly Belly ones. Like
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
Have you had the toothpaste one?
Yes,
That
and
one's
it tastes delicious.
It's actually not bad.
I like the toilet paper one, the dirty diaper.
The dirty diaper.
Don't they have a fingernail one, or am I just eating my fingernails?
I really want to
eating
move on
dirty
from this
diaper?
stuff. What do you think?
Charlie, Matt, that's why the daycare's been calling us.
Oh my God.
Because I eat dirty diapers? What,
Yes.
a man can't eat dirty diapers
You think
nowadays?
you're getting dirty diapers from here?
Wow.
We're all 45.
You would not believe the phone calls we get from this show.
What are they? Oh, I need my dirty diaper. I'm doing a service to the world, all right? You don't want to go throw out your
I should
dirty
probably
diapers.
start feeding you.
You should stop feeding me?
No, I should start feeding you.
Oh.
I think that's kind of the root of this problem.
Okay. I like my dirty diapers, but whatever. Let's hear what Drake has to say to this.
Oh, there he is.
21. He's
Thanks,
spoken.
Drake.
Thanks, Drake.
That was
Drake.
wonderful.
Oh, there it is again.
Again? A fourth one?
I mean, if there's
I
three, there
wasn't
might as well be
told.
4.
In my meteorologist's forecast, I didn't have 4.
My house is gone again.
It happened
I
again.
just bought my house.
It's breaking news. I own one of 2 houses in Oswego, New York. It's gone. It's got to be gone. The bomb cyclone?
Oh, man.
How bad is that? How bad does the atmosphere have to be for it to start raining bombs?
It has to be like that perfect temperature where it can't be too much, but it can't be too little. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, are we sure this isn't just like nuclear fallout?
Could be.
You know, that's a good question, but now
Is
I'm
this-
too
are we
afraid
in a
to, I'm
nuclear
too afraid to
winter?
go outside, to be
think so.
honest. So.
Yeah.
Might have to start sleeping in
well,
the studio. But.
Let's look at the positives.
That's Jared's house. The bomb
Shnikes.
cyclone.
But let's look at the positives, right?
Sure.
We have our dreams of Calypso.
Mm-hmm.
We have our coffee. We have your milk.
We have our show back.
We have all our awards.
They didn't take our awards.
We're probably going to get even more after this episode.
They didn't take our awards. Thank goodness.
We win. We always come on top, all right?
We're good.
So even when we try to
All
lose,
right.
we win.
Exactly.
We're in good shape. Don't look off screen, okay?
Don't?
Look square at the camera.
Okay.
Stare,
We're
yeah,
just
stare,
gonna
up,
finish
stare up
the
the
show.
camera.
There's
so
nothing
it's more
going on.
personal.
All right. I'm really scared. You can't do this to me.
Matt, do you know of any good houses?
Houses?
Yeah.
There's a bed behind the studio. But Charlie.
That's
kinda,
where I sleep.
Yeah, that's.
It's just a cinder block.
Yeah, we might have to put a second bed. In there.
Good night.
What time is it?
I don't know, but it's getting kind of late.
The
Kinda Late Show with Chloe and Anna, Holiday Edition.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Kinda Late Show. I'm Anna.
And I'm Chloe, and this is the show where we talk about anything and everything going on in our lives and yours.
We would like to first start off by saying happy holidays to all of our viewers.